Archive summoning saved the normal pool, recollect summoning saved the fast spook pool. And finally, the time has come. Encore is here to save limited summoning. Somewhat at least. I've got a few reservations about this one. Encore is mostly the same as normal Blue Archive recruitment. It costs 120 pyroxene per pool, with a 3% chance total for a 3-star. 0.7% of that goes to the rate up. The remaining 2.3% splits evenly between the permanent pool and whichever 3 stars are on banner at the time but not selected. It's not entirely the same though. Encore has you select your rate up student with an interface similar to Archive recruitment if you've already familiarized yourself with that. Instead of having multiple banners that you swipe between, you get to select your pickup target in a pop-up window similar to using a selector ticket. You'll be familiar with that if you've dipped your feet into the world of whales. Since there are 10 students available in Encore, interface-wise it's a little bit less of a hassle than swiping across 10 banners. Moreover, the 10 students to choose from are all limited students. Limited students don't become a part of the normal pool, so you would normally have to wait until they're specifically rerun on pickup if you've missed their original run. This can be many months or many years depending on how they arrange the banner schedule. But in recent times, a lot of limited banners show up in seemingly random places. I assume to make sure that a given limited banner doesn't just go on vacation for more than roughly a year at a time. The limited students available are from launch up to July 2022's Swimsuit Yakiako. It would have included Hatsune Miku chronologically, but there are no indications that they ever plan on rerunning any of the 3 collaboration limited students. For the sensei who wants to pretend he or she wanted Miku for the skills, just for you I offer this glutton Miku. Her kit is 99% the same. I imagine we'll get similar knockoffs for Sparky and the Star-Eyed Misaki eventually too. Like the limited students it offers, Encore Recruitment also isn't here to stay. All good things must come to an end, except Archive. Whereas Archive Recruitment is immortal, Encore is here for a good time, not a long one. The first run will only be here until March 4th, while limited supplies last. We have no idea when it'll come back because they've described it as a regular run. The implication is that we'll meet again though. One important nerf of Encore versus normal summoning is how Encore gets access to the first time pickup bonus ellipse. You get 100 bonus ellipse for each run of a recruitment banner during normal recruitment ever since they dropped UE 60 on us. That's 100 bonus ellipse on top of new students picked up. Or for dupe pickups, 100 bonus ellipse on top of the 100 you already get for 200 total. For normal banners, you can get this bonus once for each banner. Encore, however, will only let you get this bonus once even if there are 10 students. Even if you change the target of the pickup, you won't get the bonus for the student you changed to. So if you rolled New Year Mutsuki as a pickup, even if you changed to New Year Aru afterwards and locked your way into another pickup or spark, you would only get 100 Aru ellipse. Next, the spark count is also not shared with whatever regular banners or lack thereof are running at the same time as Encore. Naturally, Archive spark counter is separate too. It would be a bit broken if you could use the non-expiring Archive to get limiteds. I'd also like to point out they're not giving away free recruitment tickets specifically for Encore like Archive either. So then, why is Encore good for the player? First, it gives you the chance to spook the 9 limiteds that you don't have selected. Whereas with normal limited banners, you would only be able to spook the other limiteds that were running banners. We've never had 10 limiteds run at once. This does depend entirely on luck, and with 9 candidates you've got a 0.1863% chance to spook one. Not amazing odds, but it's better than the 0.075% chance you'll have to spook 1 in 12 specific Fest students like it'll be in Fest 5.5. Sure, most people won't be able to use this benefit. Like how I've never managed to get 2 3-star hits on a guaranteed 3-star ticket to get multiple pickup bonuses. But at least we can be happy for our luck sack friends who will get 3 or 4 limited spooks on the same 10 pool. The more consistent benefit is that it gives you more options when you inevitably reach no man's land. Like imagine a normal banner with 2 limited students available where you only want 1 copy of each. Well, imagine if you had to spark the first student, and then you go for the second student an hour later. And then you get the pickup in no man's land. Let's say 150 spark points with this example. What are you going to do now? If it was a normal banner, you could spark anyways and get additional shards, but some people would advise you to just throw away those 150 points since the ellipse don't do you much good. If you're getting your limits from Encore though, you can finish that spark and get a new character or ellipse for a student that you do want extra for. Spark efficiency is good culture. And those are the points that I think are definitely good for the player. So what am I worried about? Well, I have a few outstanding questions. This time it's going to be these 10 students, but what about next time? Is it going to be 10 plus extra new limited students? Or will it just be 10 students that may or may not include the students that ran this time? Personally, I was hoping to try to get Mutsuki and Makoto in a single spark, so I'm hoping that they just keep adding to the available students. Can't well do that if they end up in different sets though. I'm also curious about what happens to the regular limited banner reruns. Are these students going to be available in both Encore and the limited banners running on their own schedule whenever the devs feel like now? Regardless, I think this system will improve the rolling experience. And finally, who to roll for this time. This is going to be brief and focused on the units I feel are most useful at this point in time. The goal of this video was more to talk about Encore summoning than the particulars of exactly which students from this time are useful. In short, none of them are absolutely must-haves in this Torment speedrunning Platinum meta. Mutsuki is the optimal pick in a few scenarios, but there have always been alternatives for Platinum at least. Izuna doesn't have any best-in-class uses left in Total Assault or Grand Assault Torment, but she's back in service with Lunatic. The next tier is mainly there for extra attack from alt costume bond levels. People tell me Bunny Nero is useful in PvP even if she's not strictly necessary for slacker PvP. Hina is almost purely for bond bonuses right now. I was particularly on the fence about Chisei considering high CC value is still not completely commoditized, but after confirming the recent comps for Lunatic, a lot of people do without her on both Hot and Hovercraft Lunatic. Everyone else is a suboptimal pick even in their own niche, barring some very contrived joint firing drills. It never hurts to have a student, but to in good faith recommend rolling them with Pyro being as scarce as it is, I can't do that. I'd personally like to pull, but I'm still rebuilding from Fest and the adventures of picking up Yuzu. I really hope she doesn't end up being the next Reijo. I'm still able to resist the temptation for now. And that's all for this time. Thanks for watching.